bend now and then. Round the bend now and then. Matt brings it back again. Local history fresh and true. Round the bend now and then. Round the bend now and then.
It's time for a new feature of Round the Bend Now and Then. Matt Emery, welcome to the B Studio.
Yeah, thank you for having me. This has been a blast doing it.
So much fun. Round the Bend Now and Then, you can find a podcast with the same name where you really dive deep into Michiana history. And so you're giving us little slices of that right here, right now. So what are we talking about?
I don't know if you guys have been around the area. Have you guys ever heard of, not too known of a bar, but called Corby's?
I'm familiar with Corby's. I might be.
You heard of Corby's before?
Yeah, I've heard about it, perhaps. Yeah,
I have some
nothing else.
real foggy memories of it. I don't know why.
Not even sure they're mine. Yeah.
Well, yes, and I think we all have some foggy memories there, but probably some great memories. And something that a lot of people don't realize, that's not the original Corby's. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
That's not the original Corby's. The real Corby's sat about a mile northeast on Corby Boulevard, right in the old Five Points neighborhood near Notre Dame. So you know where Eddy Street Commons is now?
Yeah.
How it kind of comes down and hits Trader Joe's?
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a wild five-way intersection. So there were several bars there that students and locals went to, Bridget McGuire's, Corby's, like Nicky's, and that was the student bars. That was it. The original Corby's was on Corby and Eddy, extremely popular, but it got a little shady at times. There were frequent complaints about underage drinking, police raids, alcohol license troubles, but it remained one of the most packed, popular bars for Notre Dame kids. In the summer of 1984, everything changed. Owner Harold Rowley returned to his York Road home one evening after dinner, and waiting for him inside were armed men. The manager at Corby's, unfortunately, his water was out at home, so the owner of Corby's let his manager shower at his house, and by the time the owner of Corby's arrived, the manager was already in there, tied up and blindfolded. Legit. This is 1984. The owner was shot execution style in his York Road home, south of town, Twickenham Hills, Ewing and Twickenham area. Literally, the killers escaped right away. They left South Bend. It was unsolved. It was a cold case. As investigators dug deeper and the story got even stranger and stranger, eventually federal investigators connected the murder to Ronald Tellez, who was a suburban Chicago police officer. And wiretaps from an unrelated murder investigation led authorities back to South Bend, where prosecutors argued that Rowley's killing had been a murder for hire. And so, years after the crime, this Tellez from Chicago was convicted for the owner of Corby's Tavern, Rowley. He was convicted for his murder and brought a little bit of closure to the case. Then came Hollywood. When producers arrived in South Bend to film the movie Rudy in the early 1990s, they wanted that famous Corby's Tavern to appear in the movie. The original Corby's had obviously no longer existed. I mean, the owner was killed. So the filmmakers found another neighborhood bar, the Cap and Cork on LaSalle Avenue, and transformed it into Corby's for filming.
What?
Wow.
I had no idea.
Wow.
Yep. It looked the part, appeared in the movie, and when the production ended, the owner said, "Let's keep Corby's." And just like that, it's become a South Bend landmark. And very few realize that they're actually walking into a place whose name traces back to another tavern, another neighborhood, and it's just one of the city's and other wild stories.
Well, thanks,
So
Hollywood.
much history right under our noses.
That's wild.
It's
I just
nuts.
thought that was always Corby's because I knew Rudy was filmed there. Obviously, they just had a huge renovation, so I thought
Correct.
for sure.
Yep.
Wow.
Isn't that
That's
nuts?
wild.
What does Corby mean?
The bar was named after the road, and then I assume, but then the road was named after Father Corby, who was one of the not original, but one of the early priests and fathers at Notre Dame, presidents. He was pretty powerful there. I think Corby was the one who was served in the Civil War as a priest and gave a very motivational speech, I think, at Gettysburg.
See, Matt is just full of such brilliance. I love it so much. All about Michiana. Round the Bend, Now and Then. You can find him on all socials there. Round the Bend 574, the podcast with the same name. Thank you.
Thank you. This has been a blast. Thank you.